When it comes to weddings, everyone wants the perfect day. But unless you have unlimited funds, it's I do, but at what cost?
No, that is so cheesy. We're not doing one per couple. We're giving each guest a favor, and it's not going to be San Francisco souvenirs. That is rude. I'm sorry. That's not happening.
I'm not with the idea at all.
I don't understand why you're fighting this.
$2,500.
What? Tim is going
Have a heart
to
attack.
kill me.
Weddings are a dress with a beautiful back. Weddings are friends with a decorating knack. Weddings are trying to keep your finances on track. Meet newlyweds Dominique and Tim. The road to their wedding day was full of financial twists and turns. Let's watch and see if they were able to manage the budget without resorting to bridge financing.
My name is Dominique. I'm a 32-year-old retail buyer. I first met Tim, an accountant, in high school. We didn't know each other very well, but when we both moved across the country to San Francisco, a mutual friend reintroduced us, and our engagement soon followed. This is the story of how I designed our dream wedding on a dime.
Our wedding day was fantastic. It had a bit of a rocky start, but everything worked out in the end. Dominique looked beautiful, and everybody had a great time.
There's nothing we would have changed. We just wish we could relive all the moments over and over again. It was the best time of our lives.
Their wedding may have been the best time of their lives, but they experienced some of their worst moments along the way. Let's turn back the hands of time and find out how they managed to go from panic to ecstatic.
When we met Heidi for the first time, we were very impressed. We could tell she had the experience to pull our day together.
Meet wedding planner Heidi Allen. Her 10 years of experience prove that she is more than just a pretty face. But can she handle a couple whose eyes are bigger than their budget?
If you went with this, it's very expensive. You will have to add to the budget. My role as a wedding planner is to help a couple narrow down their vision so it's just one cohesive look that's going to fit within their budget. Okay, this location is gorgeous. Let's start from the start, the beginning. What are you planning? What's your vision?
Everybody's coming from out of town. We are both from the East Coast, and a lot of people haven't been to San Francisco before, so we really want them to see the city and have an amazing view.
Okay.
So as far as the decor and our vision, so think Baroque time frame.
Okay.
Really deep colors, deep purples, reds, teal. We were actually thinking of bringing in peacock feathers and incorporating those because they definitely have all those different colors in them. Luxurious fabrics, very ornate decor, a very Victorian look and feel. We also have another idea that we've been tossing back and forth. Think My Fair Lady, very classic black and white colors, bows, lace.
These are two completely different themes. Like, are we putting these two themes together?
We could take both ideas and morph them into one.
So you just don't quite know right now?
We don't. We have so many
there's
ideas.
no definite vision of the wedding.
In my opinion, the proper vision of the wedding is something that will keep us out of the poorhouse.
It's really hard to narrow them down. I think once we start looking into all the different decor, we'll have a lot better idea of what we like best.
Okay, let's hope so.
Aside from our own excitement, we've got two neighbors, Eric and Jimmy, that I'd like to introduce you to.
Okay.
They've been helping plan our wedding as well, and they go way overboard when coming to the vision. They assume that our pockets are deep.
They have even more ideas than we do.
Wow.
And they're pretty aggressive about incorporating their ideas into our big day.
With our families being out-of-towners,
Right.
this is our support system. They are our neighbors and best friends.
Okay, well, I can't wait to meet Eric and Jimmy. Now, what about the reception? Have you booked something?
We have. It's top floor of one of the nicer hotels in the city, and it actually used to be a restaurant, and they've since renovated the area, and it's now a party space. Beautiful panoramic view of the entire city.
Yeah, especially since you have so many out-of-town guests coming for your wedding. Beautiful. Excellent. And what about your guest count?
We're around 100.
Around 100?
Give or take.
Okay, nice size. Okay, who's paying for the wedding, guys?
We're paying for the wedding.
Even though Eric and Jimmy are spending the money, It's coming out of our pocket.
So they're not contributing. They just want to spend it.
You
They
got it.
have fun spending other people's money.
Wow. What about your dress? Do you have your dress?
I don't. I've been looking for months. I've been to various bridal salons, and there just aren't that many options out there for me.
What are you going to do then?
I have no idea. I don't know. I've been thinking maybe there's no other options other than getting it custom made.
Let's not get too excited. When I hear custom, I hear expensive. So let's sort out all options before making a decision on this one.
We're getting down to the wire now.
Yes.
I asked Eric and Jimmy if they could come with me.
We do have a budget for this line item, and let's keep that in mind when we're shopping around.
We will definitely keep it in mind, right in our back pocket.
What are you guys doing for your wedding cake?
We thought it would be exciting if we delegated our budget to Eric and Jimmy and let them surprise us. We've given them carte blanche with the design. And of course, we want you to babysit this one.
You guys are having nothing to do with your wedding cake. You are literally letting Jimmy and Eric not only design it, but you're just handing over the budget, everything to them for the cake.
Exactly. We figure it's one less thing we need to worry about.
This is exciting. I've never seen this.
No, and you will need to tone them down as far as spending's concerned.
Okay.
When you put Eric and Jimmy together with Dominique for wedding planning, you are running into a black hole that will swallow your wallet and never let go.
What are you guys doing for guest favors?
I thought, since we're showcasing San Francisco with almost every event, that we need to have some type of souvenir that has a San Francisco
Tim,
theme.
you know, we could talk about it, but I really don't want to do souvenirs. That's a really cheesy idea, and it's going to get expensive. I think we can come up with something a lot better than that.
But also remember, sometimes you need to compromise.
Absolutely.
Okay, I think I have a really good idea of exactly what you guys want for this wedding. You have different themes going on here. You want to showcase the city. You've got some pretty fantastic friends that are going to help you out. But if we're going to plan this wedding, I'm going to need to see that budget.
All right.
Remember, it's I do, but at what cost?
I think your friends Eric and Jimmy are going to have to contribute a lot more than just design sense.
Coming up.
We're not compromising on the Japanese lilies imported directly from Japan, correct?
I planned the wedding because it's my way or the highway. Pretty much, right?
Yes, dear.
Okay.
That's what I was told to say. Yes, dear.
When it comes to planning your wedding day, there are a number of layers you need to consider.
You guys are having nothing to do with your wedding cake. You're just handing over the budget, everything to them for the cake.
And at the end of the show, we'll find out if Jimmy and Eric's vision hit the perfect pitch or fell flat with the couple's budget.
We were really excited about our amazing venue with its panoramic views of San Francisco. We took Heidi and our friend Eric with us to check it out.
Oh, wow, guys.
Isn't it amazing?
Oh my God. Look,
I've never seen such a view. I've
Isn't
lived
it
here for years.
beautiful? It's the best view in the city.
It's
that
great.
is huge. This
Wow.
view is
Amazing.
spectacular.
Panoramic, 360
Wow.
the whole way around.
The thing that I love is the view is such a huge part of this that, you know, we'll probably not have to put as much decor into it. Like, what are your thoughts about this?
There is a lot of empty space since it's such a big room, so we will need to compensate for that with some decor.
I think we have to spend some money to make this perfect for a wedding venue.
Easy for you to say. It's not your money.
So I'm thinking we're going to do, I don't know, probably about 20 chandeliers using the existing track lighting.
Chandeliers.
Right? We've got
Chandeliers definitely
Okay,
go with the
okay.
whole baroque
Space
feel.
here. We've got skylighting and huge ceilings.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
I don't know, Heidi.
the
I
view
like my
is amazing,
chandelier
but
idea.
I still feel like we could have a really good time with decorations.
Let's see what we have to work with.
Okay, the view is...
So here's the layout.
Okay.
What do you think of all the tables?
Where are we going to put our head table?
Dominique, it's not even the head table. I mean, that is definitely an issue. That's not my concern right off the top. It's like, because this used to be a restaurant, all of the tables just seat 4 people.
I know.
Most weddings have tables of 8 or 10, so you just have the one centerpiece. Where here, we only have tables of 4. So now we have 2 centerpieces for what would have been just one centerpiece.
Let's not forget, Heidi, that this is a really special occasion and that we are not going to spare any expense in terms of centerpieces. The centerpiece is one of the things that is the most memorable about the occasion.
Let's just hope they're more memorable than the bill.
We're definitely going to have centerpieces. We just have to now take into consideration that we've just doubled the centerpieces we're going to need. So let's remember that when we decide what the centerpieces are,
Dominique,
right?
remember we talked about this. We're not compromising on the Japanese lilies imported directly from Japan, correct?
He's joking, right? Like, we're getting local flowers.
We're getting local flowers.
Local flowers,
I
right?
mean,
No,
we
no, no, no,
have
no, no.
to,
We've
'cause
already
you should
contacted
see
Japan.
the color of these flowers.
The flowers we're getting
It is
wholesale. It's the
such a
shipping
rich
overnight. That's costing a little bit
purple
more
color.
money.
I
But you
think
know
I'm going to
what?
have a heart attack.
When it comes-
There is no budget for Japanese lilies.
Dominique, I mean, I say
Where
this
are we
time
gonna
and
find
time
this
again
color,
to you
though?
guys.
This
I
purple
do.
color is so hard to find in lilies locally.
Grown on
Trust
the
me,
side
we
of
want.
Mount
I
Fuji,
know.
for God's
But
sakes.
I mean, I really feel we should think about going with local flowers so that will keep our costs down and still have these elegant, beautiful designs, right, guys? There's a budget. There's a bottom line, a number. Just remember the dollar figure.
Okay, I'll do
Let's
my
go.
best.
I couldn't find a dress that I liked, so I decided I would go with a custom-made dress. My friends Eric and Jimmy came with me to streamline my vision.
Eric and Jimmy don't streamline anything.
So this is where all the magic happens.
Wow. I'd say.
Thank you
Wow,
for
look at all
seeing
the
us today,
fabric.
Carol.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We would love to talk to you about our ideas and see how much it would cost.
Oh, depend what you want.
I want a mermaid-style dress. I want an asymmetrical cutout at the bottom with a sweetheart top. I want it to be very structured.
Oh, looks like Jimmy's
Oh,
sketching
wow.
over here.
Wow.
Jimmy,
So
what are
he's-
you doing?
Just, articulating our ideas and my own. Instead of having, like, the actual sweetheart, I think, which kind of looks a little pageanty, having it kind of like sweetheart feeling, but with those modern elements, a kind of folded over bit
It definitely
right
makes
here.
it look more structured.
And plus, it's also kind of like a little tuxedo-ish, too, which I think is
It gives it the modern edge.
Yeah.
What about the back, though? Are we forgetting about the back?
You know what? I was thinking a bow would look really good on the back of this dress. I actually brought an example. Let me show you.
This bow is teeny tiny.
Yeah.
We need bigger, bolder, better.
How big do you want it?
Huge. I'm talking
I mean, like,
huge.
over-exaggerated, like, huge, like, takes up half the size of your back. If you're gonna do a bow,
I don't know, Eric. That sounds strange.
let him show you.
Oh, that's kind of cute, actually.
Yeah,
I like that.
huge,
See that?
ginormous bow.
Yeah.
Kind
yeah.
of offset,
No, that's perfect.
asymmetrical.
That definitely gives it the volume that the dress needs to, look Victorian. It's
I think we've found the starting point for our dress, Dominique.
Good.
our dress. I love how this is our dress.
This day is not just about you. It's about us, too.
It's
This
about
is
you.
our day, and we want to make it special
Okay, I
for you.
agree that it's our day to celebrate together, but it's my dress.
Are you sure about that, Dominique?
Okay, so, Carol, with this fabric and all of these bows and our lace and all of this stuff, we really want to try and maximize our budget, but
We need to stay.
we need to stay at
much?
$1,500.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah, because we do custom make like a tailor. We make a markup just first.
So you do
so
something
there's
in
like
muslin
two
or
dresses
whatever.
that are
Yeah,
made.
we make a 2 dresses.
That's good. Now Dominique can have one, and so can the boys.
Okay, I
can
don't think
we-
Tim is going to go for this, you guys. I mean,
yeah,
we've
Tim-
already...
Tim has already
You know-
voiced his opinion about
You guys are
sticking
going to
our
have to
budget.
help me.
We should just do the dress and then tell him later.
Ask for forgiveness later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
I
I mean,
mean,
it's already going to be done. What's he going to make you take it off? And
I
take it back?
agree.
Like-
Yeah.
How much more do you think we'll have to spend?
$2,500.
What?
That's a steal.
That's
Didn't we
$1,000
talk about our budget? Yeah.
budget. Tim is going
Have a heart
to
attack.
kill me.
I say go for it. But
Yeah, tell him later.
All right, easy enough.
I've been dressing myself since I was a toddler, but for some reason, Dominique wouldn't let me go alone to choose my suit.
It was our wedding day. It was important.
So Eric and Jimmy and 2 of my groomsmen came along. That was quite an interesting experience.
Okay.
They all look exactly the same,
Alrighty.
but I'm sure you'll take one of
Alright.
them.
No, maybe.
How do you say no when they all look the same?
Oh, the subtleties of lapels and the type of wool and the hand to the fabric makes all the difference, Brian. I'm thinking no on this one, too. Of all the suits that you brought me, this is the only one that I think has potential. Ashley, how much is something like this going to cost us?
For purchase, you're looking at about $400.
Oh my
That's
God.
all I need to hear.
That's
Let's put
so
it away
cheap.
right now.
$400?
That's nothing.
I spend $400 on a pair of pants. This is a whole suit that you'll have for your lifetime.
Do we have something similar that I can rent?
You could actually rent this tuxedo for $142.
That's more like what I'm talking about.
Oh man, Tim, that is sad and pathetic. You should really just own a suit like that.
Step down, guys. I know Dominique put you in charge of the style, but I'm choosing if I'm buying or renting, and I'm renting it.
The groom has spoken.
That's a nice silhouette for you, Tim. I really, really like it. I do love the lapels. I think it fits him well. I think his shoulders look good. I think buttoned or unbuttoned, it looks really nice. I'm not sold on this color pattern in the vest.
I think this looks like the carpeting in the aisle of a cruise ship.
Go ahead and take off the jacket. Come on, chop, chop. Let's go. Yeah, the tie is a placeholder.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And Ashley's gonna help us wrangle him in, kind of like a straight jacket.
I think the vests just make him look like an old man.
Hopefully not one headed for the poorhouse.
The vests are non-negotiable.
The vests are not.
Zip it.
Really.
So I think we might have a winner here. Are you gonna be okay with this?
Still $142?
Yes, it's still $142.
Sold.
Awesome.
Coming up.
Let me tell you something.
really need
Eric
you
doesn't
guys.
do manual labor. I'm not going to do manual labor for myself, so why am I going to do manual labor for somebody else's wedding?
I won't ever forget the fact that I'm still married to the same lovely lady 50 years later.
And that we had no idea what we were getting into. Oh my God, we had no idea.
No. We were pretty young and innocent. And now we're old and innocent.
When planning your wedding day, you always have to brace yourself for the cost.
$400?
That's nothing.
I spend $400 on a pair of pants. This is a whole suit that you'll have for your lifetime.
And at the end of the show, we'll see if the couple ended up with a budget that suited them or with a bill that will last them a lifetime.
The vision for flowers was in my head, but going to the market with Heidi definitely helped put things in perspective.
Those are really pretty. We need to do 20 centerpieces. We have your bridal bouquet.
Yes.
7 bridesmaids bouquets.
Yes.
We have 10 boutonnieres that we're gonna need. That's a lot of flowers. Something I need to make you aware of.
Okay.
These are wholesale prices. We will not be purchasing them and taking them to the florist for the wedding day. She will be purchasing them, which means she's going to mark them up even more and then add labor on. What if we ask someone to put the centerpieces together for you?
I could do it.
No, you can't put them together.
Really?
We need someone else.
There's only 2 other people, and that's Eric and Jimmy.
Okay, that's perfect. Would they do it?
I think they would. I think they would.
By them doing the centerpieces, you have just saved a ton of money.
I thought it was a great idea to ask our friends, Eric and Jimmy, to put together the centerpieces in order to save money. But we still had to ask them if they would do it.
Dominique got these beautiful vases.
Which I love.
Yes.
What do you guys think? Do you like them?
I mean, isn't it it's a water glass, right?
Correct. It's the
So
goblet.
you're gonna use it for water?
No.
We're gonna use it as a vase.
I got some flowers. These aren't the exact flowers that we got, so they're all gonna have to be made. So we have to discuss who's going to be making.
The florist, right?
Yeah, that's what florists do, Heidi.
Guess again.
Usually, but not in this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on?
Well, I can't make them.
Super busy.
Right, Dominique?
Yeah.
Us too.
Very.
Definitely super busy.
What are you gonna be doing?
Looking well rested.
Yeah, we need to, get our beauty
relaxing.
rest.
Guys,
You know.
I thought you said you would be ready to help with whatever we needed.
Sure, what do you think we're doing right now? We're helping you right now.
You have been so helpful with this wedding. I think it would be really great if you helped by putting these centerpieces together.
Let me tell you something.
really need
Eric doesn't do manual labor. I'm not going to do manual labor for myself, so why am I going to do manual labor for somebody else's wedding?
We really, really need you guys to pull through. You guys are our best friends. You have been very involved with this wedding. You have similar styles, similar tastes. There's no reason why you guys wouldn't be able to help us out.
If we agree to do your centerpieces, then I want my Japanese lilies overnighted from Japan, handpicked.
That's not happening.
Well, that's a little garish.
You can make anything look like $1 million.
that
So
goes
you
without
don't
saying.
even
We
need
could
to
make
worry
this look
about
perfect.
where the flowers are from.
See how atrocious this looks if I make it?
Yes.
You guys have to make
I
it.
suppose if we want it done right.
Shake on it, shake on it. That's a deal.
Eric agreed for me, so that's life. I guess I'm doing flowers for her wedding. I'm okay with it. Sort of.
We had a few things booked when it came to transportation for our guests, but I also wanted to book something for us and the bridal party that was fitting for the city. Heidi and our groomsman Brian came with us to check it out. This is exactly what I was picturing.
You love them?
I do love them.
Okay, well, while I was waiting for you guys, I went in and talked to Margaret, the cable car lady, and she kind of gave me a breakdown on exactly how much this is going to cost. So we can go anywhere from $700 to $1,000 to rent this.
Great, that works.
That's a little bit ridiculous.
What are you talking about?
We've already spent $1,200 with paying for the party bus and vans getting people to and from the airport. We don't need to double that budget with the cable car.
How's the bridal party going to get to the wedding?
On the party bus, it can make 2 trips. We've got that for 3 hours.
No, we need something that we can use for photography, and the party bus is not going to work for us.
Party bus has to take all the guests from the hotel to the ceremony, and then from the ceremony to the reception. It's like, how can it also take you for your photos?
For 2 trips.
There's no way.
Exclusive.
At this point, that's too much money. We can rent cars for much cheaper.
So you brought me all the way down here and we ain't getting them?
There's no way we can rent cars for 30 people.
What if we took out the van that's supposed to take your guests from the airport to the hotel, and we just had the party bus and we get the trolley?
No.
Now we're talking.
No, that's not happening.
See, we still
I'm sorry.
keep the trolley.
No. There's no way our guests are going to have to fend for themselves and find their own transportation. We're bringing them out here to San Francisco to have a good time. They do not need to find their own transportation. That is rude. I'm sorry, that's not happening.
Take a deep breath for a second here. We have to compromise. We can't afford to do both, and there's a solution that we can handle.
It is.
I am not compromising
And we
on
still
this.
get
I'm sorry.
the party on the trolley.
How about we kind of think on this for a while and we take a drive on the trolley?
That's right, Heidi. Let's keep things rolling.
Look at this view.
It'll add to the party.
Yeah.
This is what San Francisco is all about. All right, that was great.
That was pretty cool.
Glad we took that ride. Let's go sign the paperwork.
Well, I think as long as we agree to get rid of the vans, then I'm willing to sign the paperwork right away.
We're not getting rid of the vans, Tim. We're not getting rid of the party
We're not
bus.
getting the trolley, right?
We're not getting rid of the cable car. We're doing all 3, and that's it. Let's go sign the contracts.
How do you do?
Guess we're getting the trolley.
Our friends Eric and Jimmy offered to design the wedding cake for us, but Heidi went with them just to keep the budget in check.
I feel bad for Heidi on that one. It's never a cakewalk with Eric and Jimmy.
Okay, we've got about an $800 to $900 budget.
Heidi, give
For
me a
how many
break.
people?
Are you serious?
100 people.
Okay. Well, my cakes start at $10 a person.
I could probably wrangle another $100 out of them to bring us up to $1,000.
I want the cake to look as marvelous as it tastes.
Okay, so what do you see?
I'm seeing lots of tiers. I want at least 6 or 7 layers.
6 or 7 layers? Guys!
Non-negotiable.
No, well...
7 tiers. Say anything more and it's 8 tiers.
Eric, it's not going to be 8 tiers. It can't be.
Okay, I get
be
the whole
3.
I get the whole
3 tiers.
3 tiers.
Really, for 100 people?
That's all we need.
That's all you need.
I was envisioning this beautiful masterpiece, like brilliant pops of jewel tone color that ties in with all of the table linens, like Baroque. I'm seeing peacock feathers everywhere.
Really? Because I'm seeing ruffled feathers everywhere.
We didn't talk about them everywhere. You know, we need to pull back a bit.
It's the theme. Maybe we could take some element of the Baroque theme and just kind of print some sort of a pattern or something like that on the tiers.
Like a band
chandelier.
of chandeliers.
Yes.
Like we can get some really good chandelier graphic
Is that going to be like a band of black and white then?
Print black chandeliers like a shadow of a chandelier almost.
Yes.
And just repeat them.
How much is this design?
Probably about $1,300. So
Okay, guys.
we need to...
Oh my God, they're getting married once.
Now we're up to $1,300. It just can't happen. Something's got to go.
How about Eric?
Let's cut the peacock feathers.
Let's cut the peacock feathers.
Okay, there we go.
What is that going to bring us down to?
Well, I can't bring it down to 1,000, but I think we can maybe go 1,200.
I am going to have to call Dominique and Tim and tell them already that we have to add an additional $100 to their $900 budget.
I'll stroke a check. I'm over these budget conversations every time we go somewhere.
Are you serious? You will pay the extra $200 so that I can just go back to them with a $1,000 budget?
I'm over this. Yeah, we're getting the cake that we want.
Wow.
You're so generous!
There is no way we're going to allow $200 to keep us from our dream wedding cake.
Oh, no. Writing a check. $200.
Done.
Signed.
Coming up.
We are not getting people San Francisco souvenirs. This is gonna go in the junk drawer and they're never gonna look at it again. Trust me.
Back then, we agreed on everything, but now, today...
Not now.
No.
We never agree on anything.
No. You can just ask all our friends. We're always bickering.
When it comes to putting together your big day, sometimes your vision can ruffle a few feathers.
I'm seeing lots of tears. I'm seeing peacock feathers everywhere.
Oh my God.
And at the end of the show, we'll see if Dominique and Tim stayed on track, or if this bride's persistence destroyed their budget's existence.
Tim and I had completely different ideas for our guest favors. His was just plain tacky, and mine was clever.
Tacky?
Tim, we really don't have time for this. We have to meet Heidi.
I just want to find something that our guests can take home from San Francisco.
How about happy memories? They're free.
We are not getting people San Francisco souvenirs. This is going to go in the junk drawer, and they're never going to look at it again.
Baby.
Trust me. And they can take a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge for free. This is $12 times 100 people.
No, not times 100 people. We can do one per couple.
No, that is so cheesy. We are not doing one per couple. We're giving each guest a favor, and it's not going to be San Francisco souvenirs.
All
I'm sorry.
saying is our guests are flying a long way to come to San Francisco, and we can get them something to remember the city.
If they want a souvenir, they can get a souvenir themselves. Come on, let's go meet Heidi. Hey, guys.
Hey, Heidi.
Hey, Heidi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm good. It smells so good in here.
Have you gone in yet?
I haven't gone in. I'm waiting for you guys, so let's go. I want you to meet Dominique and Tim. They want to have fortune cookies as their guest favors.
Sure, that works.
Do you guys do that all the time?
We do that every day.
Really? Wow, see, this is a popular thing. It's cool. Okay, so how many are we thinking? Like, are we just going to do one fortune cookie, a couple of fortune cookies? What are you thinking?
Maybe like 3, 4 per guest. That would work.
I'm not with the idea at all.
What do you mean you're not with the idea?
I don't think that the fortune cookies say anything about San Francisco.
What are you talking
Tim,
about?
really?
It's Chinatown.
No.
It's world famous here.
We just came from a couple stores that had a number of items, shot glasses.
Babe, don't go back to the souvenirs. Seriously. They are so
Souvenirs that reference San Francisco.
I don't want cheesy souvenirs all over the table. It's not going to look good. It's going to look messy. It's going to look cheesy.
We don't even need to put them on the table. We can have a separate table for the favors. They can go and pick them up.
No.
So you want to have all of these trinkets, these souvenir trinkets. What are the costs of all of these things? Like,
There's
give me
a range.
rundown.
There's a range.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
a
so
pretty
what is
big
the
range. They started at like $5 and went up to $12.
$12 a piece?
I don't understand why you're fighting this.
I'm not against these. I'm just not yet ready to let go of my other idea.
But are you ready to let go of more cash?
You're going to have to come up with something better than that.
I'm not
This
against the
is
cookies. They
so
are
San
delicious.
Francisco.
Why don't we find out how much all of this costs?
Well, it depends on what flavors you want.
Oh, you have flavors?
Yes, we do. We have chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla.
I love chocolate.
How much is, say, the vanilla?
Vanilla are $25 per 100, and then $30 for chocolate and $35 for strawberry.
This is so cheap.
Wow.
Finally, something Tim can sink his teeth into.
These are so good.
Yeah.
Your guests are going to love these.
Let me be a little more clear. I'm not against the cookies. In fact, I'm beginning to think it's a pretty good idea after tasting it.
I really think we should move forward with
this whole decision about getting the touristy trinkets for San Francisco, I think that's a discussion the two of you need to have on your own. I think we just need to figure out, are we definitely going with the fortune cookies?
I'm with it.
Vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
I'm with it. Absolutely.
Okay, so we're done with the fortune cookies?
We are done with the fortune cookies.
I was really worried about our budget before the meeting with Heidi. I knew we were spending a lot of money, but I had no idea what the bottom line was.
I want to talk about your budget today. Let's talk about your dress, Dominique, because you sent me the latest figure, and the figure has gone up quite a bit.
It has gone up. I haven't shared that with you.
It's now up to, and I just want to confirm this, that the figure is $2,500.
That's
Hold
correct.
on a second. How much is this dress?
$2,500.
Yes.
That's X times what we were discussing earlier.
You know what, though? It's a custom dress, and once I took Eric and Jimmy and had them help with the overall design of the dress,
That's
there's
all
some
I need to hear. Eric and Jimmy are going to push that line up every time.
But at the end of the day, $2,500 for a custom dress is a pretty good deal.
Honest to God, Tim, it is. I mean, you can't get a custom wedding dress for that price. Like, this is phenomenal.
Okay with it. I'm just sort of laughing that Eric, Jimmy, and Dominique were able to keep it at $2,500, actually. $2,500 is reasonable.
Okay, guys, I really want to discuss your transportation because this line item is massive. We need to cut something here.
Of these three items, which is the most expensive?
Okay, well, definitely the airport shuttle because it has to make multiple runs. Honestly, your guests will not mind having to get themselves from the airport. I mean, that's normal.
I don't know. I don't want our guests to have to find their own transportation. I just feel like that's really rude.
We have to cut one of these items.
It's an easy way to save, right there.
I mean, if it's the most expensive, we'll cut it out.
Excellent. I want to talk about your cake.
Yes, what's going on with our cake?
The cake designer that Jimmy and Eric lined up, her base price for a cake is $1,000.
Okay, well, that's not bad, $1,000. That's a little bit over our budget, but not too much.
Yes, and I really think I can shift things around to find that extra $100 for this cake.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Here's the thing. The cake that they have designed is worth $1,200.
Of course it is.
But, and there's a huge but here, Jimmy and Eric have decided they will pay the extra $200 for you.
No, babe, I don't want our friends to have to pay for the wedding cake.
Consider it a wedding gift.
No way. We are not having them pay for this cake.
Let's talk about your flowers.
Okay.
We are over budget with your personal flowers. So I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Now keep an open mind.
Okay.
I found these peacock fans. And I thought, what if the bridesmaids carried these peacock fans, which is totally your theme, instead of having a bridal bouquet?
Will they do a burlesque dance as well?
I don't know what to say. I mean, they're pretty, but...
Here's the greatest thing about having these instead. These fans cost $20.
What was the bouquet price?
$80 a piece.
Times 7. So we're saving over $400. Beyond going to a dandelion bouquet, we're not going to save that much money.
I really wanted flowers, and that's what I was envisioning, so...
I cannot stress this enough. You are way over budget on your
this
flower
is an easy
bouquet,
one
on
to
the
save
flowers.
on, babe.
Good for you, Tim. Nip that spending in the bud.
I'll give in on this one, just because they are beautiful and they do save us a lot of money. So
They do.
let's go for it.
Great find.
Is everyone happy?
I guess
Very.
so. I was so nervous about having a custom-made dress. I didn't know what to expect. I've got my veil and my shoes.
Whoa. Veil, shoes? What's going on here? We have not seen or proved
Well,
any
you're going
veil
to
or
see it today.
shoes.
Don't worry, you'll approve. I promise you'll approve.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
well,
You ready
better
then?
see.
We're
Let's
ready.
go.
Okay, let's go.
Do it.
All right.
Okay, we'll
Oh my gosh.
wrangle it in.
Holy
You look amazing. Come over here. Come over here.
What do you guys think?
Whoa.
Stunning.
Oh my God. You guys did an amazing job.
I love it. I think think it really turned out perfect.
You're a vision. Tim is going to lose his mind when he sees you coming.
Well, he's already lost his savings.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait
What?
a minute. Okay, so first of all, I do love the veil. I love the colors.
The veil is amazing.
It's really cute. But I need to take a look at the shoes, please.
Okay. Lift up the dress.
Oh, wow.
Do you approve?
They are amazing.
Yes. The veil and the shoes really pull it together. You look...
I mean, it's the best day of your life, so you look radiant. It's gonna be a wonderful day. Amazing
Hey,
day.
thank you guys so much for your help.
Air hug.
Coming up,
our hairstylist did not show up.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes. We only have a couple hours. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh my God.
My wedding dress, the first dress I tried on, I loved it. The girl said, if you want it, take it now. Last one in stock. I took it. I loved it. Still have it.
And I loved it too.
when it comes to your big day, it's important to table all your concerns.
Souvenirs that reference San Francisco.
I don't want cheesy souvenirs all over the table.
And at the end of the show, we'll find out if they found favor with their budget or if Dominique's nose led to greater financial woes.
Heidi was very busy the morning of her wedding. One of her most important duties was to drop off the flowers at Eric and Jimmy's condo so that they could get the job started.
Hi. I made it.
Morning.
Good morning, guys. Okay, so we got the dahlias. It has to be
a mix
mixed.
of everything in every vase.
Yes.
Clean bunches, and that's...
Clean bunches. The design is
Sure.
yours. Just make sure you do that.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
We'll get this done.
Have fun.
Don't
Have
worry.
fun. Bye.
Bye, Heidi. Dom better really appreciate the fact that she's getting all of this free labor. Okay? I mean, I wouldn't be doing this for anybody. I wouldn't do this for my mother.
So this one's a dud. That's one wasted because you over-trimmed. You got a little overzealous.
Well, give me more direction if this
I said
is
don't cut
working
them.
for you.
Don't cut them that short.
So we have like 2 hours to get all of these things done.
Once we do
2.
one, that's when the magic happens.
That looks awful.
Do you think there
it
needs
looks
to be
like
less?
just somebody just fell in a bush, grabbed a bunch of flowers, and just stuck them in a jar.
No.
What do you want me to do here to help you? Because obviously, my opinion doesn't mean anything.
Just go get our outfits ready. Make sure they're lint rolled, steamed, pressed.
Fine. And this better be perfect
Okay,
when I come back.
just
That's
go.
fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Thanks.
That's fine. I'm going.
The morning of the wedding was super hectic. There was so much to do. And on top of everything, our hairdresser bailed. Our hairstylist did not show up.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yes. We only have a couple hours. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh my God.
Can you please call someone?
Okay, so we have 7 bridesmaids.
Yes.
You.
Yes.
Your mom.
Yes.
And wasn't it your cousin or something?
My aunt.
Your aunt. Oh my gosh, do you know how many people that is?
I know.
That we're just gonna have to fit into a salon right now? Not a problem. I'm on it.
Heidi to the rescue.
Oh, hi there. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're open. I have a bride. I have 7 bridesmaids, a mother, and her aunt. Oh my gosh, are you serious? Hi there. Are you open today? Okay, Dominique.
Heidi.
I found you a salon. Okay, this is the situation. Okay, 3 of your girls literally need to leave now. At noon, I've got you and 3 other girls, and then 2 o'clock, I've got your mom and your aunt.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
I can't thank you enough.
Okay, it's all done.
With the bride's hair problems smoothed over, it's time to check in on the groom.
Do you have the rings?
No, I've got to go home and get mine.
Are you serious?
What else
You
do you-
honestly forgot the rings?
Yeah, I know.
Tim! Okay, maybe you should leave and go get them.
No, I'll send someone else. It's okay.
Oh.
I'm not going to worry about it.
Have you forgotten anything else? Do you have your tux?
Yeah, do have the tuxes. Those
You
are
do
all
have the
taken care of.
tuxes. Where we are we?
Right in.
Amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna cry. He's gonna freak out. Okay, let's go. Everybody has to
Okay, I have to get my stuff. My lipstick.
For the guys, all we have to do is shower and relax and show up, so it made for a pretty easy day.
The world's most ugliest socks and
Sneakers for the occasion.
Nothing says wedding like Argyle and sneakers.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks.
You look great.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited.
This is
I am
definitely
really
needed
excited.
for today.
Where is it?
Mm-hmm.
You picked up the box you told me to get you.
Dad, I know you too well.
You do, huh? Here you go.
Good man, good man. The moment that we first saw each other before the ceremony was at the hotel. Dominique looked beautiful, I was done up in my tux, and, well, there's not really words to describe the moment.
Beautiful.
Thank you. You look great.
I felt so lucky when I saw Dominique walking down the aisle. She was an angel. Her father was next to her as proud as can be. It was the best day of my entire life. We had a traditional Greek wedding ceremony, so there weren't any vows that we gave to each other. There was a lot of symbolism and a lot of things that I don't really understand yet, but it really was special.
Right away, I knew that we were where we were supposed to be, doing what we were supposed to be doing, and I just had butterflies. I was so excited to get married.
Coming up.
Oh my God, they don't even fit. Oh.
The minister was Spanish, so there was no translator for the actual vows,
We don't even know if we were actually married. Everything was in Spanish.
I'm holding on to that just in case we have troubles.
When it comes to your wedding, sometimes your expenditures can bloom into more than you expected.
Don't cut them that short. We have like 2 hours to get all of these things done.
And soon, we'll reveal if Dominique and Tim were able to cut costs or if they were simply short on cash.
Can you even imagine having the wedding without that cable car?
It was pretty cool, I'll give you that.
What was that?
You were right.
That's what I thought. Guys, okay back there?
While the wedding party got their photos done, Heidi rushed to make their venue picture perfect.
Oh my God, they don't even fit. Oh.
And while Heidi wrapped things up on her end, Jimmy finished the centerpieces, and the bride's enthusiasm for the venue blossomed.
Everything looks so pretty. Okay, guys, it's your grand entrance as husband and wife.
Mr. and Mrs. Tim and Dominique Dwyer!
Eric and Jimmy took our breath away when they revealed the cake. They totally nailed the theme of the wedding. Oh, this cake is amazing!
Wow, guys.
I love the chandeliers. I cannot believe how well you pulled off our decor theme.
I know.
And chocolate?
Nice and subtle colors, no fondant, all chocolate. All white chocolate.
You
Edible.
guys,
Absolutely.
thank you so much for being a part of our special day. It was worth every penny.
Couldn't have asked for anything
The
better.
decor, the flowers, the cake, there's nothing would have changed.
It was wonderful.
It may have been worth every penny, but did you have enough pennies to pay for it?
The budget that we handed to Heidi was $25,000.
The cable car was a must-have item. Everyone loved it. The cable car and shuttle bus came to $1,135.
I gotta hand it to Eric and Jimmy. They did a great job designing the cake. The cake totaled $1,200.
My custom dress made me feel like a star. The dress came to $2,500.
We were so lucky to have Heidi in our corner. She was such a huge help, and a lot of my groomsmen loved looking at her. Heidi's fee was only $2,500.
My Baroque theme was sprinkled throughout the wedding decor. The total cost, including linens, flowers, and centerpieces, came to $3,329.
We were so happy with our venue. The views were spectacular and the food was amazing. The venue, including food and alcohol, came to $14,000.
Miscellaneous costs, such as Tim's tux, the band, and guest favors, came to $6,090. What we actually spent was $30,754.
Which put us over budget by...
$5,754.
That's not the worst debt to start a marriage with.
Agreed.
The cake was cut. The crowd was all jazzed up, and the couple's affection ascended new heights. The only question left is, did Jimmy's centerpieces meet Eric's approval?
We met at a friend's party.
I was 17 at the time. I robbed the cradle. He was only 16.
I'll tell you one thing for sure. There was no obey.
Yes, and I've complained about this for 50 years. Obey was left out.